here with two dope creatives. This is episode 8 of the Artist Spotlight series. And yeah, these guys are fucking awesome.
What up?
I met Six at a show in Amityville, and I saw you performing. You had a boot on.
Yeah. Yo, that was Revolution.
Oh, Revolution. But that's in Amityville, correct?
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
That was for the Polo Hayes headliner show. Yo, shout out to Polo Hayes. That was I'll never forget how I met you. I just got off the stage. I was sweating bullets, yo. I was like dripping. Mind you, I performed with a boot on. Like, I was sweating, like jumping up and down, going crazy. And then I go to the water jug to refill my water.
Yeah, yep.
And he's just there with, I think you were there with Chash, right?
Exactly.
And they were like, yo, we fucked your set heavy. He's like, yo, I want to make music with you one day. And he introduced himself as Waz. I was like, yo, word. I was like, let's do it. And yeah, here we are.
Hell yeah! No, that's exactly what happened, bro. It was over by the
That was such a
water
dope show, yeah.
That was
good shit. I don't think I met you there that night. I met you like another night or something.
Yeah. I feel like I met you first for real at that show in well, we definitely met a few times, but at that show at Way Out East that I performed at, and I think you might have performed as well.
You're talking about.
I know you performed.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was on like a New Year's Eve. It was like right around Christmas.
That was December 2019.
All the way out.
That was at the Velvet Lounge.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was the first time I feel like we like spoke and like chopped it up.
That's
and I was
cool.
like,
Okay, damn, man. That was a while ago, but yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Nah, that was a good time, man. Great
For
shows,
sure.
both of them.
Both of them.
Both great times.
Yeah, I think I just performed on your set. I don't know if I did my own set, but
We did, what was the song you had at the time? With Pull Up. With J-Flow.
Yeah, that was a good track.
Yeah, that was the one.
Shout out J-Flow.
You guys collabed on that, and I think like Rabs was there, and like
I brought Rabs out to do 6 a.m.
What's his name was also there.
That was probably like Wavy One's era, right? Like that was in that area.
That was Wavy One's era.
Yeah.
Who's the what's his name? The influencer who was like followed by Drake and shit.
Oh, Biscuit.
Yeah, Biscuit. He was there as well.
Yeah, Biscuit was there.
That was like night. That was a crazy night. Yeah.
That was the time, man. That was
Moody. Like there was a bunch of people.
That was the era, Long Island era. Good times, man. Great shows, great times, and brought us together.
Good wine.
In order to do this, I haven't even taken a sip of the wine yet, honestly.
Khay brought wine. Shit is fire.
Yeah. Shout out to my friend that manages, what was it called, Down the Rabbit Hole or some shit.
Yeah.
Like Sayville, some little wine spot. So it's supposed to be all natural wines, but I was like, I thought all wines were natural. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you know.
One thing I like didn't mention, we're all pot connoisseurs, yo. We all be smoking.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do y'all notice like differences when you're drinking like different kinds of alcohol, kind of like different kinds of weed, like?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, especially with like, I don't know, I've been on a little wine kick lately too, so I feel like it's like a little like lighter of a buzz, and you know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed to me like having a bottle of Casamigos here, a fucking Douce or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm team tequila all the way. I'm drinking tequila all the time.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to chill and go to sleep though, it's Hennessy, it's Douce.
It's Hennessy, it's Douce.
You know, if I'm with a shorty, it's red wine.
Yeah.
If it's an occasion with my niggas, I guess it's white wine because I don't ever drink white wine. So this is like
nah, red wine puts me to sleep. Like, red wine puts me to sleep. I can't like.
Yeah. I definitely hear that.
This gives me a nice little chill, nice little like vibe. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Hang out.
I like Chianti as like a red wine, but honestly, for the most part, it just puts you to sleep. Gives you that dry mouth, like makes you fucking tired, stains your mouth up.
If I need water when I drink it, like nah, I'm good, bro. Like, you know? Like
facts.
Yeah.
But no.
Yo, so y'all both dropped projects this week. That shit is crazy. Six dropping tomorrow, April 2nd.
Tomorrow.
This is being recorded. It'll be out when this comes out.
Yeah, it'll be out for sure. It's crazy. It's been a long road.
Yeah, it has, man. It's a fucking dope project. I've been there through the whole process of it, and like, this boy's been working on it for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really putting in the effort to like make sure it's like right. So
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
You already know. I mean, Kai's there for every project I do, but this project has taken specifically probably the longest out of all of them.
Yeah.
Just because of like COVID and like everything that happened in between. But you know, we're here today, and here we are. Like, I can't wait to finally put this out, get the rest of the visuals out, you know, and share the vision in full with the world for sure.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good time, man. I think people are gonna really like it.
I think it's so dope that you haven't like forgotten about the songs like along the way in this journey in the last few years, and that there's kind of a project that like, you know, kind of.
Well, like the the whole thing about this
embodies
album
that.
is like I had it done like the year I started making it. What was that, 2019 when I started it? Because that's when I put out the first Hypnotic Aurora.
Yeah.
And then I finished it. I had it mixed, and I listened to the whole thing, and I was like, something just sounds like it's missing something. And I didn't want to put it out incomplete that way, how I felt it was incomplete. So I went back in and started like tailoring the songs. I added new sounds, you know what I mean? I took out some songs. And
was that process like through your own kind of combing through it, or did you bring it to other producers?
Yeah, I made this whole project in my room, honestly.
Fire.
It was just like the first Hypnotic Aurora did so well. Organically, I felt like I needed to make a part 2. And I started it like just by myself having fun, and it turned into this big whole like I call it a movie. I think it's a movie, bro. Like I feel like when you listen to it, it's an experience. And like it really captures you. But it was really hard, man, to like sit down and really narrow down what I wanted to bring to the studio. Because that's essentially what I did when I realized that I wanted to go back in on the album. I decided I was gonna get everything done and then bring it to a bigger studio to make it sound bigger, and take it to that next level.
Well, I heard you say something on an interview recently that it was 40 songs that you cut down.
Dude, I had recorded probably 40 songs. I probably cut like 10 of them, because you make so many songs when you're in the process of making a project. There's only so many that make it to the final cut.
Yeah, there were so many different versions of like of what this could have been for sure. Like there were tracks on it. Like, I mean, yeah.
I turned like a bunch of songs that didn't make like the final cut, like thought idea, into like its own project, but it'll probably never come out.
Yeah,
it's just like I have so much music that probably won't ever see the light of day.
Yeah,
But I narrowed it down to the best things for this album, and I feel like it just, for me, I wanted this album to keep people interested the entire way through. You know what I mean? It's very melodic, it's very vibey.
I don't think there's no features, right?
No features.
No
there
features
was
on it.
Okay, I was about to ask if you were on it.
No, I'm not on it.
There was supposed to be one feature. It was supposed to be P Double on the song Mandatory, but I felt like at the time it didn't fit the album, and I wanted to kind of just put it towards what me and P were doing, so we just put it out ourselves on our album together. So he was the only feature. I was gonna have Khay do a skit, because he did the skits on the first album, but we switched it up a little bit on the second album.
Yeah,
nice. Would you say this album is like your best work yet?
I would say I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's hard to say that.
It's really hard to say. I'm really proud of the songs and like the work I've put in and the final product. But I feel like I've heard the song so many times that like I'm kind of just like biased.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like over it, and I want to like get them out and like project and move on to the next shit. You know what I mean?
No,
like as far as creating, but I'm very proud of the work I did on this album for sure.
Nice, bro. Now I'm always amazed like with Six's versatility.
Yeah,
like I feel like you got like a big bag when you go to write a song. Like you got a really nice voice for hooks.
I appreciate that,
for
bro.
choruses and.
I always tell him he's the hook king, bro.
Oh yeah,
I tell him all the time, like, you're the hook king, bro. I don't know what they're trying to.
I've always just tried to.
He's saying the same shit.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to be put in a box as an artist. So like when I started making music, I was rapping like heavily at first. And once I started singing and got more comfortable with it and introduced that sound, like I felt like I needed to evolve that aspect of my sound more. You know what I mean? And that's really what this album was like, as far as creating. It was me testing, my vocal range, testing like the melodies I could do, like really stepping out the box a little bit.
Yeah.
But overall, man, like I'm proud of the fact that I haven't been able to be put in a box yet, and I'm just trying, especially for the next thing I do, I really just want to break barriers and do shit that I haven't done before. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like I perfected, I wouldn't say perfected, because nobody's ever perfect. Like I said, I've never wanted to be put in a box. Like for previous projects, like I've done rap projects, I've done like projects where I've mixed it all together. So it's like for this one, I really wanted to keep the vibe. But for the next shit I'm doing, obviously I'm coming back with some bars, and it's gonna be crazy.
Fire, bro.
Because got to remind people too. Like once they get too used to the melodic six, you got to remind them.
Yeah, I can rap. I rap too. Yeah, what I do.
Yeah.
Look at
because people forget. People see it and they're like, oh, now this nigga he's singing now. It's like, nah, I'm just diverse, unlike y'all niggas, and shit is different over here.
Hit him with the 1-2.
But
That's dope. I mean, like, yeah, that's a great thing to be able to do.
It is. It's cool, man, and like I applaud everybody that's able to be diverse with their music. Like artists like you, artists like Khay, like that shit is awesome, man. Because it's like some people just stay in their box and don't branch out.
I mean, it took me a while to get like that. Honestly, though, I feel like I was like stuck in a little box for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of the times what they say is like, see what works, and then like when you're testing the waters as an artist, like putting songs out, and then like if something works, like double down on it. So I think some people might like have something blow, get some attention, and then they just kind of don't leave that bag.
It's because people are afraid to take risk, and like one of the biggest lessons in life is like taking risks is no risk, no reward. You know what I mean? It's like
I wanted to ask you guys about Lil Yachty's project, because there was kind of some like stuff on the internet. I was honestly thinking about it when I was listening to your album, and the song with you and Buddy. Because that's like a little, it's just a little, it's genre bending, like pretty hard.
Okay, cool.
Like you're kind of going in a different direction. Obviously, Buddy is rapping on that shit. You're rapping too, but like it's a little bit more in like a alternative kind of
definitely.
Instrumentally direction. I know Six got cuts like that. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff on the internet, like people mad about like Lil Yachty, like kind of talking down on people took it as him talking down on being a rapper. I don't know. Did you guys see any of that stuff?
No, I didn't take it. I mean, I listened to the project, but like I didn't see any of the stuff they were talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but why were they saying that? Like, why?
Well, I think he kind of was like pretty adamant on like during the album release, he came out and was like, oh, like I want to be looked at as something more than just a rapper. And I think like rap fans kind of took that as like, what are you saying about like just people that want to be considered rappers? Like you're saying that's not.
No, I didn't take. No, honestly, I know exactly what you're talking about now because I did watch. Like it was like he did like a little release thing and he put it on like YouTube and he was talking about like how this wasn't about like the bars or anything like that.
Yeah, and then like a lot of Instagram
at all. It was kind of just him like experimenting. So that's how I took it. I was like, he was just being an artist, having fun with music. Like that's just,
of course.
I don't know. I don't think don't do that to him. That's weird.
I feel like he felt like he had to say that because being a hip hop artist, you get looked at under the hip hop microscope, where it's like people are, when they listen to your album, they're like, oh, is he barring up? What is he saying? Like, well, this isn't hip hop. And they're calling him a rapper.
There's a difference between rap and hip hop to me.
It's like this, bro. It's like they give Doja Cat. This is a great example. Doja Cat's a rapper. Before, people don't know, but before Doja Cat blew up in the pop realm, she was rapping underground, and it was fire. She blew up, made those pop records. She wins Rap Album of the Year or a rap award on the Grammys, and everybody's outraged. They're like, this isn't rap. But it's like, it's like you can't put artists in a box, man. Like there's so many subgenres in hip hop.
Yeah.
It's hip hop's always been R&B crossover too. It's like there's always elements of different genres that gets thrown into hip hop.
So I feel like
especially these days,
rap is an element of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like not every hip hop artist has to be a good rapper or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I feel like because hip hop is like kind of just like a broad spectrum. Hip hop is like, I feel like people think hip hop's gonna disappear, but I feel like hip hop's gonna be like one of like the only genres ever because everything's gonna be considered hip hop because it's just gonna be mixed into it because hip hop has always been able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop literally started with like taking records that weren't even hip hop; they were just disco records or whatever type of records they could find. Right. And they were cutting them up and they made them hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop's always been about like being able to just take whatever you can find and make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think like when you look at bedroom producers and stuff, which is like I think big part of like music culture these days and stuff, like that's a big part of it. Even if you're like an electronic music artist, like or like a Pink Panther type of person, like you're just using samples. Yeah. So it's like that's like kind of something that started in like hip hop. I mean, actually, not even necessarily. Like I don't know, like motherfuckers like Stevie Wonder were like using samples low key, or like people were using samples like low key in the '70s and stuff.
I think,
but like that's just to say, it's like musical, like I don't know, just as much as like if you want to take like a loop of something and build on it, it's like
it's just part of it's
music.
We're just in 2023, and I feel like there's so many subgenres within the main genre at this point. It's like I don't know. I feel like if a rap artist wants to make a pop sounding record, I feel like they shouldn't be labeled a pop artist for doing that. Yeah, you know what I mean. But so, like everybody, artist, I feel like, and this is what I wanted to say, like when you first brought up like the Lil Yachty like thing and the controversy. I feel like we're at a point in time in the music industry where everybody's more worried about the controversy behind the artists rather than the music. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Absolutely.
And like, it's like Yachty's album is great and everybody's talking about it in positive ways, but obviously
not to change
come
gears,
at him
like it's with everything too.
Yeah, for sure. No,
I'm a big basketball fan. Like people don't talk about basketball anymore. They just talk about how much they hate Kyrie Irving or how much John Moran is an idiot or something. It's like, bro, like
it's a weird time, man.
Do you even watch the game, like, or are you just like watching these like news stories happen and shit?
No, for sure. That's definitely something that I feel like that's changed. Like in the past couple of years, like how like just the fact that the actual person is more important than whatever they're actually like contributing art wise. You know what I'm saying? Or we're relating it to directly sometimes. It's like no, like this is good art, but that's a shitty person.
You know what it is, bro? It's the mystery. The mystery behind your favorite artist is not a mystery anymore.
Yeah,
because
we took
of
the
social
veil
media.
down. With social media, we took the veil down.
It's gone.
Yeah,
with everything.
I still think the real ones, like Hove and I don't know. There's certain guys who just don't really who use social media in a way that's kind of just like.
Well, Hope doesn't really ever use social media. Right. When he does, it's like a very rare like thing.
Right, but I'm
it's
saying like you
people like that.
You couldn't apply that to him and saying like you don't know shit about him because he's like he's kind of elusive.
But
like,
he's from the older generation. He's from a different era. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a little different. You know, he still moves that way. Like,
and like honestly, up and coming artists don't have the privilege to be able to do that.
Nobody. Like I'm sure there's someone out there that moves that way. But as far as like
I like the way some underground rappers move, like even like Sage, like Navy Blue, or like even like Alchemist. I feel like uses social media in a way that's kind of like I don't give a fuck. Like,
yeah, well,
I mean, he's still like pretty
big,
and like doing it.
I feel like people know Alchemist because he's still producing a lot of major records. You know what I mean? But as far as like, I don't know, like I feel like he moves that way. Actually, I don't really know.
Well, because I feel like I feel like artists like that don't have to like do the whole hustle and bustle of posting on social media all the time. They already have their core fan base.
Well, Alchemist is a legend, bro, and his accolades go.
So it's like
he doesn't have to be posting reels every day at 12 o'clock.
And if they don't have it, then they're probably not worried about getting it that much. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they're just
Alchemist doesn't have to post beat reels because he's in the studio with the greatest rappers of all time. He's rapping with newer rappers.
He doesn't need someone to look for him to buy his beats. Like
because
people
he put in
Alchemist posting a reel. It's like
because Alchemist put in his time, like in the street.
Like exactly.
Because Alchemist came from a time
like
when
one of the rap duet this beat.
Yeah. Open verse challenge.
No facts, but you got to realize Alchemist also came from like the earlier hip hop era. You know, when people move different, so like that just echoes.
Yeah.
See DJ Premier doing like a duet this beat.
Yo, it's crazy because like times are, especially with music, shit is shifting where it's like you have to do that type of shit to keep engagement and stay relevant. You know what I mean? So it's like artists like that are blessed to not have to do shit like that.
Right.
But I feel like the more and more we dive into the social media era, the deeper and deeper we go, like more shit like that is going to be required from artists. It's going to take away from the actual art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you guys both just dropped projects this week. You had It's All in My Head.
Yeah, yes,
and
sir.
Hypnotic Aurora 2.
Hypnotic Aurora 2, yeah, that'll come out tomorrow. Let's talk about it. It's all in my head, man.
So, I wanted to just ask you guys both, like, what are artists that kind of inspired these projects lately? Like, as of late, new up and coming artists. Like, I ask you like your favorite artist of all time, but who's like, artists lately that are like inspiring y'all to like do the shit?
I don't know. It's kind of tough. Like, I'm kind of all over the place right now. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I listened to some shit called like Montel Fish lately. Recently, it was like some alternative shit, and I don't know. Like, that was cool.
I feel like I definitely heard of that name.
Yeah. Just like finding like random shit I can find. Like
Montel Fish,
I've listened to shit. I've listened to some country shit lately before. You know what I'm saying? Like I've listened to some R&B shit lately. Sometimes I'll just go back and I'll listen to 90s shit just because like I want to feel like I don't know, more inspired by like the hungriness of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like 90, like when I listen to 90 shit, it just kind of gives me more of that oh damn, man, I want to rap like this again. You know what I mean? Like type of shit. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, for this project though, I'd say it was just like there's certain little things that I guess just like come out naturally. There's always a little bit of Cudi. I feel like that comes out naturally for me. You know what I mean? Just because I've always like the vulnerability in Cudi but the coolness in them at the same time. Like he was like vulnerable and cool, and like I feel like he made that shit cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but no, I don't know. It's kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
for sure.
You got any artists?
Man, I was in the process of making this album. I was listening to a lot of Lucky. I love Lucky. He's one of my favorite rappers right now.
He also used to be lyrical as hell.
Yeah, he used to be lyrical as hell. A lot of people don't know that, bro.
Right,
but
right.
I was listening to like a lot of punk, like alternative music, like bands like I don't know, Standstill, Silent Majority, shit like that. A lot of 50 Cent, which doesn't really correlate with the album vibes at all.
50 always gets played. 50 always
Anderson
gets played.
.Paak.
The best.
Shit, a lot of Wiz, man. A lot of Wiz.
Wiz the
Shit,
best.
I pretty much listen to like what I always listen to. You know.
Yeah.
I like music just inspires me to create in general. So
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I listen to shit and it doesn't necessarily it doesn't inspire the album, but just listening to music in general just
No, I was
gets me
about to
going,
say
you know?
it's amazing how much listening to other music. I mean, we were just talking about before, like, you know, hip hop is very inspired by like disco, funk, the blues, like a lot of different genres and like a lot of different subgenres of hip hop. But it all really helps, like in terms of writing, like rap songs and shit.
Yeah, for
or,
sure.
I mean, writing like whatever you consider your, even if it's not like rap songs.
It helps the way you look at music. You know what I mean? You look
Totally,
at things
yeah.
differently.
100%.
For sure.
Like, yeah, when I was listening to It's All in My Head, I was like I feel like it was like really had like a lot of reflective vibes. Like you're really like looking at yourself and shit. And I think that's really fucking cool.
It's a very reflective project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of resilience in there too. That's kind of like coming out in a lot of the songs, and like that
Right.
combination is fire,
That's
bro.
cool. That's cool. Nah, like that. Yeah, man, that was definitely one of those projects where it was like, I was like I said, the title described it all. It's like I was all in my head with it. You know what I mean? I was
feel
like
that.
kind of like, you know, crushing a lot of just like you know how it is being an artist, bro. You know,
I thought of this today, bro. I put an album out called Head Case a couple years ago, so it's very
yeah, bro.
I feel it, bro.
You feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know. So, but I guess like this was just a lot of me just kind of going in and just making music. You know. Like
Yeah.
that's what this really was. Like it wasn't really just, you know, there wasn't like a set plan of like how many songs were exactly gonna be on it, you know. So like I just kind of went in there and I was my boy Benji. Shout out Benjamin Adams. You know, he produced the whole thing. He mixed and mastered the whole thing.
He's on there for a hook, right?
He's on there for a hook. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely.
He has he has a sweet voice.
Yeah,
honestly,
bro. He's got his own project
yeah.
called Slow Burn.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Buddy was actually telling me about that shit.
I actually see the Buddy interview too. So
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
But so yeah, I just got with him and like we kind of just locked in. Some beats we made right then and there. Some beats he had. Actually that Calling on You track with him on it. He had it for like I don't know, over a year or something like that. You know what I mean? And he just pulled up one day and I was like, yo, let me, just like, when you just like get that little itch, you just like, fuck it, like, let me write something to
Right, I
it.
feel like I can add something to
yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's
So
a of inspiration, man.
exactly.
You gotta take
So
it.
There's nothing better than hearing a beat or hearing a song and just being like, I got something for this.
yeah, I got something. It's funny. I was just funny.
And that's when I want people on my song. Like I don't want people on my song if it's not that.
Yeah. No, I get
That's
that.
kind of a crazy.
I get that. I mean, honestly, that's like the best way to like make music. I feel like, you know,
The
what I mean?
energy, you just
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like it's.
I mean, like honestly, like sometimes, like I feel like lately too, like I don't know, I've been in a wheelhouse where I could just like do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't really matter. I can figure it out. But like I really love when I get that like feeling that's just like almost like an overwhelming feeling. You know what I mean? Like like a rush. Like this is it. This is something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. But definitely this was just like a fun project to make.
Yeah.
Very introspective, I would say. And I just feel like it's kind of like something to like I don't know, start off my drops for the year. You know what I mean? Something to like kind of sit there, reflect. You know what I mean? And
Dope.
I'm really glad you heard like the resilience part of it, though. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
dope to
especially like
hear.
the song with Vizo, I feel like it's super
Yeah.
like we're gonna get it
Yeah.
kind of like vibe.
Yeah, no stopping, bro. You know what
pretty
I mean?
cool.
Shout out Visa Hard. Yeah, he pulled up.
Bro, Vizo is nice with it.
Yeah, man. I swear, bro, I only hang out with the dopest rappers on the island.
Wavy
you know
one
what I'm
shit.
saying? You know what I mean? Like, I only hang out with the dopest ones. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so he came in and he
dopest.
killed it. The dopest. You know what I'm saying? The dopest, the hardest, whatever
The
you want
cream
to
of
say,
the crop.
bro. You know? So, and I feel like everyone that I'm around to also inspires me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, being around Six, bro, like for so many years, like hearing him start doing the melodic shit or whatever, like, you know, I was like, damn, like maybe I get in my little bag or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember when Khay used to not want to sing on the tracks. He used to say, yo, I can't hold the pitch. I was like, bro, you just gotta learn. And look at him now, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's,
singing away, man.
Different times, bro, you know, like, so, I mean, being around different people definitely, I feel like just opens you up to just being able to try different things. You know?
I know Six been at this for like a long time, like 2016, 2017, right?
Yeah, I've been rapping. I wrote my first rap for my friend. It was 2009.
Okay, but you're more recent, right?
Nah, Kai's been rapping.
I've been rocking with Six since the beginning of.
And you've been rapping the whole time?
Been rapping the whole time.
I'm sorry, that's my fault. Because I for some reason thought you kind of started rapping like, you know, like 2019, 2020.
You know what it was? Because
I don't know why I thought that.
No, it's fine. It's honestly because when I first started, me, Six, our boy LB, and our boy Armula were all in a group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had the nation.
Also, might be for cutting you off before. I want you to finish your
your
origin story.
I'm just gonna build on what he's saying.
Yeah, because this is part of it. Like literally, just because like we linked up in like 2012.
Yeah, we linked up. So we linked in 2012. My boy Armula, he's my neighbor. He's one of my closest friends. Shout out Armula.
Armula.
He had a project that I was recording for him called Assassin. And he had this song with our boy Larry, Banks, and Khay.
And this is 2012?
This is 2012. This song called, oh my fucking God, what was the song called? Endo. It was called Endo.
Yeah.
It was this crazy, like, Wiz style, like, production. I'm pretty sure Ayo Bib produced that, right?
Ayo Bib produced that. That's a fact.
That's fire.
Shout out my brother Ayo Bib.
Shout out Ayo Bib, bro.
But yeah, Bib produced it. They showed up and recorded the song.
Is Bib got a band on me?
He has a band on his hand. He has a band on his hand at all times. That's my brother.
I remember when he created that.
He's dope. He's funny.
That's my brother.
Yo, he created that phrase, bro, and it took a whole fucking life of its own. I cannot believe it. Almost 10 years later.
That was a time.
But anyway, so
my homie went to school with him in Connecticut or some shit, and he was always like sending me his shit.
Bib was running rampant in Connecticut.
He was running rampant all the time. Yeah.
But anyway, as I was saying, so 2012 Armula Assassin tape. I'm recording Larry and Kai's verse for the feature that they did on Mula's project, and then they ended up fucking with the way I was engineering, because at the time I was just strictly engineering. I ended up going to trade school for audio engineering. Yeah. So I ended up having a studio. They pulled up to the studio. I was engineering and recording their tracks for a while, because they started the group. They were in LI Nation. That was their group. It was Khay and Larry. So they came through and recorded a Forbidden Fruit remix by Kendrick and Cole. Fire. And they had an open verse at the end. And
Born Sinner is a fire ass album.
It really is. We'll talk about. We're gonna spin the block because it's 10 years of Born Sinner. In June.
We're playing that when we get back in the car.
That's a classic.
That's what we're pumping later.
But before I forget, so they're recording the song. They have an extra verse, and Kai's like, "Yo, like you should spit something on the end." I was like, the nigga's gonna make me rap. Okay, so I wrote a little verse, bro, like quick verse, and I went in the booth and I rapped it, and I got out, and Khay was losing his shit. Along with Larry, they're like, "Yo, like that's it. You gotta be a rapper. Like you're bugging. You can't just be an engineer. You can't just be a producer. Like you gotta." And they're like, "Yo, join the group." And I was like, "Yo, fuck it." And me and Mula joined the group, and LI Nation turned into The Nation, and we did our thing from, what was that, 2013 to about 2016.
That brings me back to the point where we kind of like split as a group, and then me and LB stayed together as a group called Trippy Hippie.
Okay,
and
I can see that.
Six went on to become Jay Six, just like a solo act or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, da. But then me and LB kind of worked on some Trippy Hippie shit for like a year or two, and then, you know what I'm saying, we had our little separation, then you got Supreme Khay. That's why, like, I feel like, you know, you may think, like, I started, like, in, like, early, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because, like, sense. Supreme Khay himself.
Well, also, like, when you investigate Supreme Khay, there's not too much earlier than 2019.
You know, it's crazy, because a lot of Kai's, like, origin, musically, is not released. Like, a lot of that trippy hippie stuff, like, was so fire and never came out.
Yeah, just,
sucks.
You know,
it'd be like that, though.
It'd be like that.
So
you know what it is, man?
Like,
exactly. Honestly, it made...
Literally, things happen for a reason. Things happen for a reason. You were not a bad rapper. Things happen for a reason, and I feel like the time wasn't right. I feel like Khay had to grow on his own. And flourish as a solo artist.
Yeah.
And, you know, I feel like now if that shit was revisited, that would be some crazy shit. You know what I mean? But at the time, I feel like it was a dope idea, and it was just something that didn't get to flourish fully.
Yeah, bro. It was just
I gotta get you on some organic stuff, because Me, Finn, and Charlie got it's very psychedelic, just sounding shit, and I feel like you fit for definitely a 16 on one of the songs.
Yeah, I would love to do some shit like that, bro.
Yeah,
some just come in here and just fucking vibe out. Because like I said, I can vibe out to anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just but I like to feel inspired. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yo, so Cool Down.
Still smoking. It's actually still smoking.
It's Cool Down.
It's still smoking. Still smoking.
I love that project, bro. I love Interlude. But I was you were talking about Wiz before.
Yeah.
You guys are big inspired by stoner rappers?
For sure. We definitely had had our moments for sure. I know I had my big Wiz phase when I was listening to a lot of Cushion Orange Juice, a lot of Taylor Alderdice, you know what I mean? I was listening to
You listened to Flight School?
I listened to I listened to all that. Yeah, I
liked Flight School for some reason. That was one of the first ones I found. And then I liked Cushion Orange Juice obviously when I found that.
Yeah.
I remember finding Flight School and I was like, yo, this shit is really fire.
Fire, bro.
Yo, Wiz Khalifa is one of my favorite rappers of all time, and I wanted to bring this up before, but I forgot because we got sidetracked. But as Kai was saying before, when we were talking about hip hop, he's saying it's not all about being the greatest rapper, and I feel like
he's a party
Wiz
rapper,
is the perfect example of that, because Wiz, it's not even that I would call him. You could call him a party rapper, but I feel like Wiz's music is solely off the vibe. You know what I mean? Every time you put on Wiz, it's a certain energy and a certain vibe that you're not getting from other rappers. You know
That's interesting. I never heard anyone call him a party rapper
and it goes back.
No, I think he's a goated party rapper.
Well, you got to realize when Wiz came out, he was kind of appealing to the college type of demographic, so he was doing the college rap, he was doing the in the cuts, he was doing the say yes. But Wiz, bro, his music,
the say yes,
that was before it all, bro.
That's
the first Wiz I kind of remember.
Because Wiz was really a rapper.
I remember when I first heard say yeah from my older cousin, and I was like, this shit is fire.
Nah,
he's in the cover of it on iTunes when you buy it, or find it online on YouTube. He had the popped collar of the purple polo.
Yo, the craziest thing,
the big ass square earring.
Oh my God.
The craziest thing about Wiz is Wiz was a rapper. You can go back and that's the coolest thing. And I fuck with Wiz Khalifa for this. If Wiz ever sees this, I hope he does. But I really fuck with the fact that you could go on Spotify right now and pull up the first Wiz Khalifa album. You can go listen to 2006 Wiz, and it's not the same Wiz that's rapping now. But Wiz has been in the game for so long, and he's known for that certain style. But I say all that to say that for me, whenever I make stoner rap, that's my go-to inspiration.
Yeah,
100%. And I listen to Wiz just on the regular.
Yeah.
But for sure, with the pre-rolls projects that me and Kai did, that was one of my biggest inspirations. Cushion Orange Juice changed my life.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
I
got caught smoking to Cushion Orange Juice when I was younger. My mom because I got so smacked because I thought I could hang at that point. You know what I mean? And I smoked a joint downstairs in the basement. Blah blah blah. I put the clip in the toilet, and then I went upstairs and I just fucking passed out because I was dizzy. I was fuck.
Did you not flush the toilet?
I didn't flush the toilet. Mom came home. She's like, "What's this in the toilet?" I'm like, "Oh man, nah, man." She's like, "You better flush." She went off on me, but I still obviously kept smoking because still smoking.
Damn, man,
that's fire.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My dad caught me smoking out of an apple in my bathroom when I was in 10th grade.
Apple, that's crazy.
I was smoking out of an apple. I had an apple pipe. It was probably a Wednesday night, middle of the school week, and my dad just came in. He was like, "Are you fucking serious?" I was mortified, bro.
You're I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again.
Exactly, bro.
Yo.
3 days later, I'm how do I smoke at home? I'm I need to find a way.
I never got caught smoking, but my mom did find I had an elephant bowl that my boy gave me. My boy gave me to hold. He's like, "Yo, just hold this."
You hit it out of the trunk.
Yo, because it was midterm week, so it was during a break. I had the bowl in my backpack. I left it at the crib to go eat with my friends. And my mom was like, "Yo, come back home." She calls me, and I was like, "Oh, word." So I go back right before I'm about to take my test, and she's on the floor sobbing. She's like, "I can't believe I raised you this way."
Oh my God!
And she pulls out the balls. Oh my God!
You're like, ah!
I can't believe
I went back
raised
to link
you
with my
this way.
friends like after like to take the next test, and they were like, "What happened?" I was like, "Yo, man,
On the bowl.
I don't have it anymore.
don't have the bowl." My boys were pissed. They're like,
Yeah.
"Yo, you don't got the bowl." I was like, "Yo, nigga, I just got grounded." Like, yo,
So my
That's the
boys are
least of it.
pissed. That's crazy.
they were tight, yo. But yeah, man, it's safe to say, yeah, never stop smoking.
Yeah.
Never stop smoking. That's like I said. Last time I saw you, you weren't smoking.
Yeah, actually, okay. So let me stop. I actually did stop smoking for 4 months. 4 months
I've been
last
taking
year.
breaks. That's why I'm so smacked right now, bro. Because I haven't smoked in like. But I smoked I smoked last night because it was Friday, and like I smoked Wednesday night, I think. But like, bro, I've been smoking like a lot less.
Yo, it's so
But
easy
then
to
it's
be
so
wrapped
nice
up in
because
it.
I get high as fuck
Oh,
when I
when you
smoke.
smoke, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like a break is necessary every once in a while. For me, I didn't take a break at all.
I was
so
spending so much money on it. That was really the thing. I was like, man.
for me, I feel like after like 13 years of smoking straight every day, I needed like a little break. So I took 4 months off, and then I made my return, and
Yes, you did.
and it's back and better.
It's back and better.
Yeah.
But I will take another break eventually, But I think me and Kai will do another project before then.
Yeah, I got to
Yeah.
be on that Stoner album, no doubt. Honestly, we got a cut that probably could be on it.
we could probably cut
Yo,
it
we
on.
do have a cut.
But we could easily just make more.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Well, we'll talk. We'll talk off camera because we got some ideas already, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But
So y'all got a label. South Shore, the
South Shore,
label,
the
is
label.
you guys. Is created by you guys.
Yep.
yes, sir.
And there was a show last summer. It wasn't last summer. It was 2 summers ago. I feel like at this
I
point.
know it feels like
Yeah.
oh
Fucking
my
crazy.
god.
Two
That was a
summers
really good show though, and I was really excited to perform at that. And that was honestly in my memory the album release I just did last fall was really, really dope. But before that was the coolest show like I had done in a while. Like that was a really good turnout. It was really
Thank
good,
you, man.
really,
Yeah.
really good energy and vibe in there.
It was really special, man. That was because we started the label really like right before that event.
That
So
was
it
what,
like-
July 21.
Yeah, we did that. That was July 21.
Mm-hmm.
And like I got an approach to throw a show at AMH. They're like, yeah, you want to throw an EP release at AMH? And I was like, at the time, I was like, well, my album's not done. Like, I don't really know what I would throw. So I was thinking, and me and Kai were like, yo, like, maybe we should just do a little project. Because we wanted to do Pre-Rose 3, bro, but for a minute, it just, like, it didn't happen. So we were like, we did the quick cool down, Still Smoking EP, and, like, for the show. Honestly,
literally.
like, we made the EP for the show.
Isn't that cool how that kind of like works out
Low
sometimes?
key,
Yeah.
and it just turned into this whole monster, and
Fire, bro. That's a very memorable project for me personally.
Dude, that
I
show,
always go back to
yeah.
Interlude, bro. Interlude came on in the car the other day for me.
yeah, I love that project, and that, like you said, that was a memorable show. I feel
It's
like
in
it
some
was
like timeless playlists I have, bro, that I like
Yeah.
turn on all
Wow,
the time
that's
when I'm
beautiful.
just looking for some cool
That's a playlist to be
some
on.
vibes.
Yo, you wanna know why that show
like
was
the
so
ones that
special?
I always go back to, you
Yeah.
know?
it was
Or, like,
because
always add to also like
that was like one of the first real Long Island hip hop shows since COVID happened, which is why it was really a big deal. Like because like before then, nobody's really throwing hip hop events like that.
I mean, plus we did a good job.
We
bro.
did a
you
great
guys
job.
did a really good job. I
We
was
did a
about to
great
say
job.
the way the
Absolutely.
openers came and I think the sequence of it, like everything was perfect in my memory. Like, the way it built up to the end and
But that was the plan.
it
We
wasn't
wanted
too
to.
late of a night. I didn't feel like it wasn't too crazy. Like
That was the plan. We wanted to approach the show. We wanted to pick the artists ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want it to be this long show
Yep.
that had people bored and made people want to leave. We wanted to keep it smooth running, keep people entertained and
Yeah.
involved,
Yeah.
and have everybody have a memorable good time. And I think we succeeded.
Yeah,
Honestly.
and we're gonna throw more shows. Honestly, it's funny because like we've been doing some research and looking into some places. You know what I mean? But we just want to make sure like we can the way we had it last 2 years ago. We want to make sure we can have it a little bit bigger and better. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So we want to
For sure.
really bring that like. I love the fact that you're saying that it's a memory or a moment for you because that's
Yeah.
what it's supposed to be. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And
And bro,
I had
I'm
that.
excited as hell. But I'm excited as hell lately, just in general. But I was gonna say like I gotta be a part. Like I really gotta be a part. If you guys do some
Yeah,
shit.
100%.
Oh man.
Yeah, and we'll
For
talk
sure,
about it
fully.
more off camera, of course. But
Of course.
Yeah, man.
yeah, most definitely.
I mean, like I love this shit, bro. I always want to do some shit like this myself too. So like, just because like, there's always something about the whole artist to artist conversation that's different. You know what I mean?
Of
like
course.
talking to another person that
'Cause artists know what to ask artists.
Exactly.
Well, that's why this is exciting to me. I know you were telling me you texted me the other day. Or you sent me a voice message. You were like, you should have it so like people are doing songs, this, that, and like, bro, I've actually thought of that idea, and I mean, I'm just trying to honestly. I get really excited to like do these like interviews, these sit downs. So like, I'm trying to get good at this. Like, be able to like be comfortable with this part, and then I feel like because if I was to have you back, like it would have to be something a little different. So like, then it could be something like that, or like things like that. But like, I mean, I'm excited because I mean, I think for a while I had that thing where it's like, oh. If I'm a rapper, then I can't interview people because I'm a rapper, and then people are gonna think I'm the interviewer.
We're the people you wanted to. I mean, you're the person we want to talk to.
Well, for sure, and also, because I feel like I asked the right questions, but then also like fucking, or like it's a cool conversation to have. But then, I mean, also people just like I was gonna say in general, people like you wearing different hats these days, or like people think that's cool, kind of thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't cap. You shouldn't cap what you do, bro. Dive into every avenue you can,
right, especially if you're interested and you like are or like want to do it.
Yeah, people are gonna talk and people are gonna judge no matter what you do, bro.
And plus, like like I've listened to I've watched your other podcasts and stuff like that, like for this, and it's like what we're going through as artists. You know what I'm saying? The monotony of like having to put out music and having like follow up with the right videos and
everything Six was saying about like waiting a long time to drop songs. That's I was saying to you guys outside. That's I'm going through literally the same thing with these singles that I'm gonna put out in like a month.
I'll never wait. I'll never wait to drop a project ever again.
Funny, like I'm dropping. So like the first 3 songs, 2 of them are like 2 years old. The other one I made like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I'm not sitting on music. This was the last project.
Because I'm like I want to get that old stuff out so that I don't have to sit on music anymore. Like I want the best stuff to be out, and then I want to just keep building. Because I'm like, when I look at the periods of time, like 2019, that I was like I really elevated myself, like in terms of how I felt about myself, my confidence, and like I felt like the music I was making. Mm-hmm. It was when I was just on top of it, and I was like, oh, I made a song last week. I'm gonna put it out.
Yeah,
just like,
that's the way to do it, bro.
Fuck it, nothing like held me back.
I feel like one of Six's best drops was Diamonds, and like Diamonds, like he just like made that
it
shit
the week before I dropped it,
and just dropped it.
I made that in a day,
and people just responded to it. You know what I mean?
That was more recently too,
dude. It's always the shit that I make really quick that goes. Dude, Diamonds went. That shit that I did for the protest, These Are the Times, that went.
I love that shit with Black Horowitz. Is that
bro,
it?
Yeah. That's that Burn track.
I really like those songs. There's like two of them, right?
There's 3. It's Burn with Black. It's When Pigs Fly, and then the song called Think Free.
I was actually listening to those more recently than.
Yeah. We got a catalog.
I
do. I really do, and I'm working on like
those
getting
more
it
recently because they're only on SoundCloud.
Yeah, so as I was just about to say, I'm working on getting my catalog like physically available, like in CD format. I'll probably do some vinyl like down the line, but I feel like I have so much music, man. I feel like a lot of it hasn't even been listened to by a lot of the people that fucks with me. You know what I mean? Because I put out so much over the years.
So saying all that and talking about Hypnotic, Aurora too, how would you say it separates from that whole catalog before it?
How it separates for the whole catalog before it? I don't know, man. For sure, sonically, the sound, I would say it's like definitely a different J6. It's me. It's less. What's the word I could say? It's more experimental, I guess you could say.
Okay.
As far as like vocally, where would I put it? I don't know, man. I can't. I'm not good at like grading my own work.
No, of course. I wasn't even more asking. Yeah, like I was kind of more just curious on like if it was different. Yeah, you're like
it's
because I definitely feel like your shit is different from like Supreme Neek and
Supreme
some
Washington,
of the right Supreme Washington.
Definitely.
Any Cool Down. Like I feel like your new project is the most introspective I've heard Khay.
Yeah,
and there's
it
probably
definitely
some
is.
Singles here and there, but like. I was like, damn, Kai's on some profound shit here.
Yeah. I can't say it's totally different because it's part 2, bro. So it's like, obviously it's going to have the same type of like energy that Hypnotic Aurora 1 had, but in its way, it's completely different. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like everybody watching this should just go stream the album right now.
That's the best way.
And think for yourself.
Go stream the album.
And then hit me up and tell me what you think so I could
link in description. Go hit that shit. Go click off this. Go to the description on YouTube. Hit the link right now.
And listen to Hypnotic 1 because it's awesome and Kai's on it. So funny story. Really,
Oh boy.
Actually, you were almost on Hypnotic Aurora 2.
Okay.
That only one song.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's old.
That we had. Yeah, that almost made the cut, but it.
Can you send me that shit?
Yes.
Next
it
time
just
you're at your computer,
didn't fit in the story. But yes,
Next time it's like in front of you, just
It's
text
probably-
because
I could probably pull it up.
It should to me it should still come out. Like there's a couple tracks that like all
drop
the
it on SoundCloud.
dude, I will.
Put it on SoundCloud. I mean, because that's what I've been doing recently with some of my shit
saw
too.
that was dope.
I just been dropping shit on SoundCloud.
Did you
was
make
dope.
that beat?
Probably, maybe.
So
I
we
don't
could
know.
just drop it.
I have no idea.
We'll talk about that
I have no idea.
because that's
I
like
actually might have not made it. If I brought it to you, I probably did make it.
okay. So
Yeah, unless Chash made it, but I think I probably made it.
I
Unless
think
he
you
was
did.
with me.
I think you made it right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were almost on the album, bro. That's crazy.
Shit, man. I would have been honored. That would have been sick. We got some really good shit. We got some really cool shit. I think I get like really, I don't know. Yeah, I wanna make sure that when I'm making music with people, it's not like forced. Like I feel like sometimes, like I had a song come out with Nick Moody recently called. It was called. I'm about to say called. It was called. That was the name of the song.
Yeah.
Called because I was thinking about that time. But I made it, and like as I'm making it, I'm like, I'd never made something that like I thought Nick Moody could get on, and I was like, this is like Nick Moody. Like I was like, he needs to get on this. And then he felt the same way. Like the minute he heard it, he was like, oh, I'll send you something tomorrow. So it was like crazy the way like. But I love when music comes about like that. Instead of you having to be like second guessing, like, did I just ask him to get on this? Because like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I feel like I've definitely been in a space lately too, where like I'm just only getting in the booth with people that I like fuck with, like not even like just on like on a personal level, like I genuinely like vibe with you, I fuck with like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and I just like that's how I want to make music right now.
This is a crazy topic because like for a while I was just making music with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Like
Did you see it as like an opportunity to just grow your name, kind of?
I was a young visionary that had studio access 24/7 that just wanted to create the best music possible.
Yeah.
And I wanted anybody that wanted to be a
created
part.
a lot of good music
and we
at the
did.
time, though.
And we wanted anybody who wanted to be involved and contribute to what we were doing to be involved. And like there was pros to it. Like we made a lot of great music, and there's constantly like. Of course, bro. Yeah, you both get that. It's like Khay said, it's like you want to make music with people that you genuinely have a connection with, and you start to notice like shit. I feel like when you create with people that you don't have a connection with, and I've kind of veered away from just collabing with any and everybody, because back then, bro, I got.
I'm gonna sip.
Back then, if you hit me right now, like. And was like, yo, I want to work with you, and you make fire music, I would get you in the studio tomorrow, and we would just do something. Now it's like, if it's got to make sense.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got to make sense.
I agree.
Totally feel that.
Yeah, I'm not just sitting
Even
in the
people that
studio.
are dope, like I have a hard time sometimes because it's me. It's probably more me. I'm just like, I don't know if I don't know if it's right.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to force it and then be sitting on it and like, why don't I want to drop this? It's like I might as well make something that's right. Instead of being like, well, I can work with this person because they want to chill.
I feel like
it's like, nah, might as well just do what's good for me. Because some days I don't even feel like making music. I might make some beats. I might do this. I might be like, I really want to make music, but then I don't end up doing it because I just kind of don't feel like it. And like, that's just how it is some days.
No, that's how it is. I mean, I feel
like if you're forcing it too much, it's like you're not gonna really like what you make. You're just gonna be like, I don't like what I said because I didn't really want to say anything, so then I said something anyway.
For sure, bro. I will say that like a lot of the people that I have genuine connections with through music, I still make music with. You know what I mean? Like, I'd say Buddy Lofton's a perfect example. Like, met Buddy, like, the way I met Buddy, like, I saw his video, Snapping and Dabbing. This was like 2016.
Oh my god!
I love
Buddy.
And I hit him up.
Snapping
and dabbing.
That was a
that song
track.
is fucking crazy. That song is crazy. That song is crazy.
You didn't watch, but you
I don't think I know smacking and dabbing.
Snapping and dabbing.
We're gonna pull that up.
Snapping and dabbing.
We're gonna pull that up right after this.
Oh my god! Yeah, we need to.
But yeah, I saw that video and I was like, yo, I gotta hit him up. But I was like, at the time, I didn't even have my first solo project out. Like, this was just when the nation broke up. I had my video shot, but my project was coming out. I hit up Buddy and I was like, yo, I fuck with your music. I would love to work with you. I sent him my video. He got back to me. He's like, yo, I'll work with you. We got in the studio that week. He pulled up with a bottle of Henny. He made our first song together, and it was like the perfect vibes. And then I threw a tour. Khay came with me. It was the South Shore tour. It was me, Buddy Lofton, Trippy Hippie, which was Khay and Larry. We had our boys BLDG. They were a rap group. And then my boy Andrew played guitar. Well, he plays guitar. We had him open
up every single.
But we did that
tour,
and it was fucking awesome. Like, and me and Buddy just kept creating together, and then I ended up making that song Dennis Rodman
Hard.
by myself.
Fuck with that.
I had the song, and I wrote it on the train going to P Doubles, and I wrote it on the train, and I was like, yo, Buddy Lofton has to be on the song. I was like, just like this song screams Buddy. I was like, there's no way that Buddy shouldn't be on the song. I was like, but there's already 2 verses. I was like, but if he says no, and I'll just put out the 2 verses. I hit him, and the next day we got in the studio. He recorded the verse, and that's the story of that song.
Yeah.
So it's like shit like that. Like that shit is like, that was organic. It just felt right, and like I fuck with Buddy, so it was like it was just a no brainer. You know what I mean? It's like
Buddy's dope. Yeah,
I got the tape with Buddy coming this year.
I've heard
It's
some
gonna
of
be
the
it's gonna be
Buddy,
like a 5-songer.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of shit in the tuck, man.
We got a lot of shit.
I've heard most of it, but like
he played a lot of shit for me. That's my boy. I was happy to have him on a new project too. Like, especially because like that track that we're on together is like so different.
Yeah, y'all don't have a track together, right?
No, you have that one on just one time. I mean, like, just me and him.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was the only song you guys have together. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, we've known each other for years, bro. But like sometimes, like you said, sometimes like the moment just has to be right. We're not gonna like
most definitely
force some shit. Like we have some other tracks that we've done like with other people and shit and all together. But like as far as me and Buddy, I'm
hyped, bro. I can't wait to make some music with you guys. Yeah, I'm getting excited.
Honestly, like we need to come back here and fucking cook up again, bro.
Yeah,
I love cook up here,
bro. We had a day. I think it was really the last time the 3 of us were in here, and then Chash pulled up at some point. And we bro, I had just gotten like probably like an eighth of dabs or maybe 2 grams. You had a bunch of dabs. Yeah. And then we were all taking like dabs. Like bro, we were smoked the fuck out. And it was like a rainy ass day, I remember.
That was like the day we made all those Saturday. Songs, right?
And we made 3 songs that were like all really good. Yeah. Like they all should have gone out as like a 3-pack like that week. Yeah. Because, those songs were all mad good. Honestly, like, that's what I was saying, bro. Like, one of those could maybe be on the next project if we like, rework it, whatever. Like, we just want to...
I'm going to just put it out. Me and Khay are doing an EP.
Yeah.
It's called Straight Candy.
Straight Candy.
Straight Candy.
Yeah. We'll put it into the universe right now.
It's happening.
Are you guys spitting on it? What's the deal?
It's going to be in the realm of the Pre-Rolls, Cool Down, Still Smoking... series.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like with the pre-rolls, like we kind of always tried to make, I guess, like dope weed songs, but also we kind of just wanted to make like good vibey songs in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like there's gonna be a lot of that. You know what I mean? Definitely, it's definitely gonna be like a combination of like where our sounds are going right now. Anyway.
Yeah, so, I think it'll be cool, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That's gonna be cool.
But it's happening. Yeah.
No, I can't wait for that, bro. You were talking about like touring and shit. Like I know like Six be doing a lot of live stuff.
Yeah, I actually haven't really been performing much recently, honestly.
Your live set is pretty hard.
Thank you, bro. I've been I took a step back a little bit though. I've been like trying to be more selective with like the shows I do. But I love performing, bro. It's probably one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, it sucks when you do a show and it doesn't work out the way you had hoped.
It's not even that. It's just that at this point, like, I've done so many shows in like the amount of time I've been rapping. It's just like I want to do. Not to say that. I want to word this correctly because this is sensitive. Not to say that like that there's no opportunity in doing the same circuit of events over and over again, like in the same areas, but like I feel like it's time to branch out.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I've been performing on Long Island for the past 8 to 9 years. I feel like I need to expand. I feel like I need to go elsewhere and leave Long Island, hit the city, leave the city,
or at
leave
least
New York.
while you do the Long Island as well.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why, like,
if you're gonna do a release party, it's probably gonna be in although you could be in the city.
Yeah,
too,
but that's why, like I haven't. That's why, like, I still do shows, obviously, but it's like if you notice, the shows I've been doing have been more selective. Like the last show I did was at the Swing Sessions with Buddy.
That was fire, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was fire.
And that was just like a unique ass time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like the show I did before that, I don't remember where it was, but I did a rooftop show last year.
Yeah.
I did like an art gallery last year. Like I performed in Chicago at a soccer field.
That's
I opened
cool
up for a bunch of hardcore bands. Like I've just been trying to do like different shit. You know what I mean? And like really expand
as it comes about.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I was gonna say I had an album release where I had everyone who featured on the album had a set as well. But like next time I do something like that, like it would be mad cool to have you.
Yeah,
cool,
bro.
yeah.
Let me know. Yeah, I mean that's
Cool.
shit like that. I'll do, bro. You know, if it's
Yeah.
the homies, I'm there no matter what.
No,
Yeah.
most definitely. It was like 70 people ish, give or take, and it was a vibe. It was fun.
Of course, bro. I'd love to be involved.
But doing your own show is crazy. I mean, I'm trying to like I'm doing this show on Long Island in Hicksville or some shit. I don't know, at the end of April. But I'm
You know
trying
where?
to do some shit. Nah, I don't.
Let me know.
I have the tickets over there. I could like just look in a second.
Oh, but you didn't set up the show yourself? Someone else did?
No. Someone else did. They asked me to perform. But I also did a show in December recently. It was for a friend.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up going really badly. Like there was another show going on right downstairs in the same bar.
Okay.
So they had a DJ, and so like 10 minutes into my set, they started playing really loud music, and I couldn't even hear myself. My friend had asked me to perform, and I was on Instagram Live, and there was like 10 people there. It was like my friends and a few of his family members and stuff, and like one or two of the other girl who was doing he was doing live painting. And it just was really weird because I ended up kind of getting into it with like the guy who was doing the sound, because he kept lowering me and shit to the point where I couldn't hear myself. So I like had to stop like in the middle of a song and just be like I have to stop. Like I can't hear myself. I'll hear like the bass from downstairs.
That's like I feel
and
like
I was
that's
just
something-
really disappointed. Like I was really disappointed. So like that shit just sucks. Like and then I was like looking back on it, and I'm like, I probably should have known, like, based off of that opportunity. Like, the way the whole opportunity was presented to me was just very, like, half-assed and, like...
Dude, I have done
it was
crazy
like,
shows.
Yeah,
that
shitty
have-
shows
I got a
is part
lot
of
of
the
love
game.
from my friend who
Part of the
wanted
game,
me to
bro.
perform, but, like, it was like, really weird.
Dude, I've done shitty shows. I've been fucked over by promoters, bro. I've done, like... I feel like that's something that, like, when you're performing and, like...
Putting yourself out there.
Yeah, putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
That's just something that needs to be in the back of your mind at all times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because what can go wrong will go wrong. Especially in a
Murphy's
show
Law.
setting, bro.
That's
And
true.
like, and a lot of the times, there's not much you could do about it.
Yeah.
And you just have to take the L. You know, it's a part of being on the come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a song. It's crazy. We were just talking about Wiz. One of Wiz. It's an old Wiz song. I forgot which project it's on, but he's rapping about how like he used to have to sell tickets and nobody was showing up to the shows. You know what I mean? It's like when you hear a rapper like Wiz saying that, like on the rise, it's like now you look at his shit. It's like he's selling everything out. It's like, bro, like
Yeah.
everybody has to go through that. You know, and it's just like. So like it's very discouraging, but just remember that like
It's part of it.
it's part of it, and
Yeah.
as long as you learn from it, you know, it's not
Yeah.
really a loss.
No.
You know,
No,
because then you
never.
just know not to make the same
Because like you
mistake.
said just now, like I should have known better by this, and this. Like now
How
you
are you-
know,
yeah, how are
if
you
someone
supposed to
comes
know?
to you like with a little wishy-washy situation, you be like, I'm good, bro.
'Cause, bro,
like,
if you
Right,
wouldn't have
I'll
pulled
come,
up,
but I'm
yeah,
not gonna perform.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
Just think of it this way, bro. If you wouldn't have pulled up, you would have been like, damn, like I wonder what would have happened if I would have pulled up, and you would have been like, it would have been the what if, you know what I mean? So it's not like
That's
I
true.
should have known. It's not. It's like you didn't know. You shouldn't have known. You learned. So it's
Yeah.
like now, next time, you know not to do some shit like that, or like to pay attention to the shit that's going on, so that you know how to maneuver. One of the last shows I did, bro, was like it was so shitty. They like, oh my god, they like put me on. I was like the only artist that wasn't from
the one in the
I was the
freaking
only
suit,
artist that wasn't
yeah.
from the area. And
Is
they
this in
put
Chicago?
No.
No.
it was in the city,
Brooklyn
bro.
or some shit.
It was the only artist that wasn't from the Brooklyn area, and they had every Brooklyn artist play, and I had talked to them prior, you know what I mean? So like we had a whole plan, but shit, like they just rearranged everything, and I literally ended up going on. I got there at probably like 7 p.m. I ended up going on at almost 2 a.m.
Yeah.
What?
and I performed
Yeah.
in front of Khay and like maybe 2 other people that I knew,
Yeah, nobody.
and I was like, but like you can ask, I was so pissed. I was ready to leave because
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I was like, I'm already here. It's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But next time it's like when I see some shit like that, it's like, yo, like you're asking me to do the show. Okay, I'll do the show. I'm coming from Long Island. I'm bringing this many people. I need to go on before this time, or I'm not performing.
Yeah.
If you can't do that, then okay, respectfully, like maybe I'm not the artist for you.
You
Exactly.
should have literally gone on at like 8, it sounds like.
And I'm not even a bougie artist, bro. I don't care when I perform as long as I can perform in front of people. But like that's just disrespect. Like you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
no, that's crazy.
it's like especially.
I've had the same fucking thing happen. It was at one of these showcases, and I showed up. It was at a little like Poets Cafe in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And bro, they put me on last, and there was like 6 people there. But I didn't bring anyone out. That was the difference. It's like I was just trying to shoot in the gym. Kind of. It was like 2019. I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go out to this show. It was like probably it was back when I was trying to do as many shows as I could. So it was like like probably my second show of the month or something. I was like, fuck it.
Nah, this was like a calculated show that I did, and like they had asked me to do it, and like said that everything was gonna go smooth.
Like, it was like I was so pissed, and I remember it was a really shitty set because I was just really like I was like embarrassed while I was up there.
Yeah.
Because there was only like 3 people there, just because they felt bad like leaving because they sucked. Like,
that's how it be, bro. That's how it is. It's
like,
weird.
It was like, nah, like, how am I supposed to be like confident up here right now? Like,
it was crazy, bro.
You gotta just go up there and fucking do it, though.
That's
like,
what I was doing. Like, but I was like, I did not
this.
probably look very, very like cool.
Like, moments like that, bro, are like inspirational to me. Like, because it's like, I don't know, bro. It's something different about someone not really seeing your worth. And you knowing your worth.
Well, no, my attitude after that wasn't like I'm gonna stop or something. It was like, yo, give me a show that's better. Like, I was like, fuck it, you know, like, and that's exactly like, I was just complimenting what you said. Like, it's like it all helps, bro. It's like it just helps, kind of.
Yeah,
it helps build. You know, it builds us into the artists we are now. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and Six didn't have our shows, our showcases, our bullshit we've dealt with. Just like, you know, being artists, like we wouldn't be where we are right now. And you know, figuring out how to drop it at the pace we're supposed to drop it and do it. You know what I'm saying? Learning all that shit is just part of the process. The rollouts, all that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
Most definitely, it really is. The business side of it is really fucking important. Just like, it's all important.
Yeah, it's been the business side's been like on my mind like a lot lately too. Like a lot lately.
How would you say like?
Just because it's like, you know, we've been making music for a minute, you know what I mean? And like I know so many dope artists, you know what I mean? Like so many dope artists. It's kind of crazy. It's like, how come no one is able to kind of break that bubble sometimes? And it's like, oh, maybe we need to like kind of like sit down and figure this out on a business standpoint, because like it is a business, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like you do have to deal with like.
I think like community is a big part of it. Like building like kind of like a relatable community. Like that shit is so much easier said than done.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you have to like dead ass start a movement.
Bro, it's difficult, bro. You know
it's easy to start the movement. The hard part is to keep the movement going, bro.
Yeah. You know what
I mean?
I mean, even starting is difficult though. It's like you gotta really dig in there and like be consistent and change the way people think about it. It's the easiest
part. Starting it is the easiest part. Not to say it's easy. It's
that's why it's like, you know, that's why I said like the whole marketing shit. It's like, I mean, with business shit, it's all about the marketing and how you're putting yourself out there, how you're branding yourself sometimes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's ways to do certain things to kind of like get certain people's attentions, and then once you get their attention, how do you get like, you know, keep their attention?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And gain more attention, you know? Lately I've been wondering like how the hell do like I get my shit to like people that I don't already know, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, that's just my thoughts are like that's what my thoughts are every day. Wow.
No, I hear that. I totally hear that, bro.
You know?
Yeah. And that's like an exciting kind of thing when you start to look at it less like, fuck, no one listens to my shit, and more like, ooh, all these people could listen to my shit if I just get it out there right.
Yeah.
Shit becomes mad exciting. It's like, oh man, I
how do I do that?
This shit
like,
out,
you know what I'm saying? Because it's possible. Once you get it, because bro, like, if you hear this Hypnotic, when you hear this Hypnotic Aurora 2 project, you're gonna be like,
there's no better feeling though.
How? Like, how is this not? Like, how is this not heard by everybody?
I'm excited as hell. Yo,
Shit,
go listen to It's All in My Head by Supreme Khay, and go listen to Hypnotic Aurora 2 by Jay Six.
Yes, sir.
Both will be out now when you hear this.
Hell
see this. But
hell yeah.
Well, yeah, man. You know, love it, bro. We do it because we love it. It's such a weird balance too. I feel like, but like trying
at the end of the day, you're gonna do it regardless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's such a weird balance. It's like, yo, like I'm an artist, so like
but it's hard to grasp sometimes. It's like, bro. I mean, well, it's not. I'm not saying it's hard to grasp. It's just like it's hard to acknowledge. I don't think a lot of people acknowledge it. Shit is like making like the league, like making like the MLB or the NBA or like professional, like whatever. Yeah, that shit is like people put odds up like 1 in like 20,000.
But it also depends on where you want to take it.
Whoa,
like, do you want to take it to
absolutely? That's also a fact.
The do you want to take it to the Jay-Z level? Like that's gonna.
Well, in these days too, I think
sleep.
As well, it becomes a little bit more accessible. Right?
You can't party. You have to have bread. Mm-hmm. You have to be doing something illegal to fund whatever you're doing. Like it's like if you want to take that route, or you could go the independent route. You can go the, like you're saying, the navy blue route. You can go like the Earl Sweatshirt route, where it's like these are rappers that have fan bases, loyal fan bases, but they're still low key underground and like could still move around and do their thing. But like, there's really levels to like where you want to take it, and I feel
and also
like
these days there's so many avenues with social media and shit because you could really like kind of build something off of
it's kind of blurring the lines.
It is to say because there's so many or like small celebrities like.
I feel like social media is blurring the lines, bro. I feel like eventually like maybe like celebrities might not even be a thing because it's just like at this point anybody could pick up their phone, film a video, and turn into a celebrity overnight and be considered a celebrity.
Like an influencer.
And at this point, celebrities aren't even looked at as celebrities.
Bro, I think people that kind of like fucking drool over like famous people and stuff. That's just the corniest thing ever to me.
To me, there's really
like, bro, that's a person. Like,
you want me to be honest with you, bro? I feel like there's
especially if you're fucking doing what we do.
Yeah.
It's cringy to like look at someone like that. It's like, bro, don't you want to be like them? Like, I don't know how you.
Yeah, I feel like there's only a few real like celebrities these days, like real celebrities, bro. Like we got oh my god, who Beyonce, bro. Obviously Beyonce, she got the Beehive. That's real shit. You got fucking BTS. The fucking the
Lady Gaga, John Mayer, like
the fucking Gaga people, the John Mayer, like they're like these are like people that have stans,
Jay-Z,
stans, you know what I mean? Like and these are like
Usher,
but like more so like a BTS, you know what I mean? Like and that's like not hip hop, but it's like that's more current and it's like bro, their fan base is like so huge. It's like you don't have that type of rapper right now. Even Drake, bro. I feel like Drake is like is the biggest rapper, and like I don't even really look at Drake like a celebrity like that because just the way he moves sometimes is just like you see everything he does on social media. You know what I mean? You could see everything. Like it's like we were saying before, the mystique behind the artist is gone now. So it's like it kind of takes that celebrity factor away. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like,
well, I think some of that shit is
because everyone feels like they know these people too. Everyone's like very entitled to an opinion because
it's a facade.
It is. No, I mean it is. Don't get me wrong, bro.
Have you seen the Drewski skit where he's like, where there's the guy who's like, Dirk wouldn't do that, or like they're talking about like, it's like everyone's like really fucking thinks they know all these people because they follow them on Instagram. They watch all their stories. They're like, he's in Las Vegas right now, bro. He wouldn't be there. It's like, bro, how the fuck do you know all this shit?
I just feel like
anytime I get like
the
that,
amount of
I need
access
to
we
check
have.
myself. Like, this is getting weird.
You get like little
right. It's like, damn, maybe I shouldn't be looking at like whoever's story as much. Like,
it's the amount of access we have, bro. I feel like the access that we have to our celebrities now is there's too much access, and it kind of just it's blurring the lines. That's just how I feel, though.
No, I agree. I definitely agree.
Like I'm eager to see like the next wave of celebrities, like musically, like entertainment wise. Like think about it, actors, bro. Like who's like, remember like movies, bro, used to be crazy. Like the biggest actor used to be Leo. Like it's like we have Michael B. Jordan.
I would say Michael B.
Yeah,
Michael B.
We do have Michael B. But like.
Shout out Michael B. Jordan, bro.
Michael B.
Let me get on a movie, bro.
Leonardo DiCaprio, we don't have we're not getting that.
Well, you still have Leonardo DiCaprio.
We do, but I'm saying, you know what I mean?
You still have like all those, everyone from that. Like,
no, they still exist. I'm just saying, like
what's her name?
I feel like we're not getting new legends like that.
I feel like we gotta give it time though, because think of those people that you're talking about. Like they're all like, you know what I'm saying? Leonardo,
like all those Stranger Things kids, like people like that. Like as they get older. Or like I don't. That's such a general. Like I don't mean necessarily them particularly, but like the girl in The Last of Us who plays Ellie.
Oh, I know what you're talking
like
about,
as these people get older, like you never know. Like they could become just generationally, like kind of our.
Yeah, these are like younger actors.
And like we're getting older too, so it's like.
But that's how like Leo started.
Legends
that's how Leo started.
Always gonna be like older than us. You know what I'm saying? Like
true.
These young cats are gonna be legends to us, and
maybe the word legend will be different. You know what I mean? Maybe like the definition.
I think, bro, like I said this, like you can't like fake it till you make it anymore. You hide behind the facade because like the way you make it, at least like 95% of the time, 98% of the time is like by putting yourself out there and shit and like getting people to know your personality and stuff. Like look at like Doja Cat. Like a lot of people just like her because she's like funny on Twitter and shit, or like funny.
She's always been like Lil Nas X. She's always been a troll.
Right, like these people are like funny and stuff too. Like they got like wide varieties of like their kind of personality and like how they put it out there, but like you can't hide behind that anymore. So like I definitely feel like it's like the lines are definitely gonna blur for sure, because there's definitely more people in general who are just out there, like in media too, like in any facet. There's so many people putting their opinions out there who are like sort of valid these days because like people want to follow you and like hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Whereas like,
Influencers,
20 years ago, like you wouldn't even know who the fuck that was, like said
Absolutely.
A&R or like manager or some shit. But
Yup.
it's like now people are like,
Yeah, it's I think there's like upsides and downsides to everything. That's just part of life, because like I mean the upside of having those things is like now you can reach out a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? Like you can find people's emails. You can
dude,
find
information is incredibly accessible.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Like
It's crazy.
incredibly, like so. You can move a little different, like back when we first started, and shit was just dropping on SoundCloud. Like it wasn't easy to put our shit on Apple Music and Spotify and shit like that. Like
No, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like as easy as opening up DistroKid. It was a process. You know what I mean? So, but
No, for sure. Yeah,
Some
shit just
changes.
evolves.
yeah, you gotta figure out how to roll with it.
Game changes every couple of years, man. You gotta get with it or
Get lost. Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. And we still here. So what's up?
We are. We are still here.
Yo, this has been mad cool. I think, do you guys have anything else to add to this?
Hypnotic Aurora 2 out now. It's all in my head out now.
Yes, sir.
Follow me at JAYSIX official. There's only one J6. And you follow him at
It's Supremekhay. That's Supreme Khay, guys. Yes, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
South Shore the label too. Follow South Shore the label too, because we're gonna be doing a lot more shit this year too. And it's actually Hypnotic Aurora 2 is actually the first official South Shore the label drop. So
Yep.
hype
Fuck
for that.
yeah, yo. Well, congrats on the album prematurely. Yo,
Appreciate
thank you
you,
guys
brother.
so much for
Thank
hopping
you.
on here.
Thank you for having us,
Shit's
brother.
mad cool. Episode 8.
Let's be drinking
Like
some
and
wine.
subscribe for more shit, and definitely go check these guys' projects out
Shout out Wild.
right now.
Yes,
Right
sir.
Thanks, bro.
Come first and that pussy come later.
Yeah.
I'm not a gangster, but fuck with my paper and nothing can
Money
save
make me
you.
feel so better. Free to wave, now I gotta get max credit. She wanna find 9 quick swipes on the debit. We can have a good night only if you let it. Shots of Patron, no sleep, moon setting. Deposit all the funds that we made to the check-ins. Headed towards the bag every day, big stepping. Niggas hate cause it's all